everyone, good afternoon. Again, this is MK Education Live and welcome to our segment, the ESL Conversation. Again, I am Teacher Shaky and I am with...
I am Teacher Martha.
Yeah, so for today's topic, we will be talking about shoes. Okay, so Teacher Martha, what comes to your mind when you hear the word shoes?
The first thing that comes to my mind when I hear the word shoes is adventure. Is I am kind of like, I like to travel. And for me, I feel much comfortable with like wearing some shoes, any kind of shoes or footwear. How about you, Teacher Shaky?
Yeah, it's the same. When I see shoes or when I hear the word shoes, the first thing that comes to my mind is, of course, new adventure. Right? Like if we have our new shoes, like say for example, we buy a new one, then we are already thinking where to go using that new shoes, right?
Right.
Okay, so Teacher Martha, do you prefer comfortable, boring shoes or uncomfortable, fashionable shoes?
I'd rather say that I would prefer like uncomfortable, boring shoes. Because for me, the appearance is not that important. Like even though it looks so boring, but if it will make me feel comfortable, so why not? So I would rather choose that instead of wearing some very luxurious really good or quality or really good shoes, but there are some things that, for example, like it can easily like scratch your skin or something like that. So I'd rather choose like the boring one, but I am comfortable.
Yeah. It's the same with me. Like price doesn't matter as long as you're comfortable with the shoes that you're wearing. Even if it's simple, it doesn't look like expensive. As long as you're comfortable using that, you and me always love to go around, right? So we need comfortable shoes every time. So we don't usually use those kind of shoes that looks extravagant or expensive. Yeah, we would rather have the simple one as long as it's easy and convenient to use.
Yes, right. But of course, there are some women out there who usually use some, even though like they just enjoy the pain. Even though it is not comfortable, but they just enjoy because there are a lot of women think that new shoes means or the shoes that we wear is what reflects on what person we are or what kind of person we are.
Excuse me.
Yes. So there are just some things that sometimes it happens. Like some other people like would rather choose even like shoes that are not comfortable yet they find it beautiful. It's personal choice.
Yeah, and we experienced that when we were in university, right? Like we have to use at least 2 inches high shoes or high heel shoes. It was very uncomfortable, but of course, as a woman, there are some women out there who would use this kind of shoes, even if it's for the first time. Of course, it would be very uncomfortable, but if they keep using that, then they will get used to it. So it's up to you guys. But for us, we would choose, the simple one. Looks boring, but it's comfortable.
Right. How about Teacher Shaky? Would you take old shoes from someone if they offer them to you?
Yeah, of course. I would be very thankful if somebody would give me shoes that they already used. It's okay. It doesn't matter. And sometimes I even buy second-hand shoes. Teacher Martha, what about you?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
As long as, of course. But in buying second-hand shoes, we have also to be careful because, there are some sickness that we can get from it. So, of course, we have to wash them.
Yeah, wash thoroughly and, make it more beautiful than the usual one. It depends on how we can.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that. If you accept shoes coming from someone and that shoes is already, already used, not new. So it's okay.
Us should be thankful that someone is, wants to give some shoes to us. Because not all people would have that kind of friend or neighbor.
Yeah.
So just be thankful. Okay.
So, Teacher Martha, how often do you buy shoes?
In my case, just very rare. I only have a pair of feet, so I think for me one shoes is enough. But sometimes I don't know what I got addicted with shoes nowadays, but addicted in a good way. Just one or two shoes is fine. More than that is I think it's too much already, and it's not that necessary to have a lot. But of course, there are some people who usually like collect a lot of shoes, which is really good to see. Of course.
Yeah.
If part of their
If
collection.
you have more than enough money, then
Yes.
you can, of course, because that's your hobby, maybe, or that's your collection. There's no problem with that.
Yes.
In my case, I don't. You already know that I don't usually buy things for myself. I would just wait for other people to provide me. Like, for example, my mom. And I don't really buy shoes like unlike other people that they would buy every time they got extra money. But in my case, no, I would enjoy my money with food or with going around, but not buying shoes.
Right. I understand. How about what do you think of women who wear high heels shoes?
I think they are sophisticated, or maybe they look powerful. We also feel that. That's one of the reasons why when we apply for a job, we have to use something like this, like high heel shoes, for us to feel the confidence, power, right? It boosts our confidence rather than to wear just the flat one. Of course, it's really good to wear high heels. What do you think, Sharmai?
Yes, I think so too, especially for those women who are short. a lack of height like me. So sometimes it really helps you find yourself or be confident with who you are and with what you are doing, something like that. So it is really good, and yes, even though it is not just in my case, I am not that comfortable, but every time I wear some, high heel shoes, so I feel like I am empowered, something like that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so what are the famous shoe brand in the world? So we will be talking about the brands, common one, the famous one, not in the Philippines only, but around the world.
Yes.
Okay, so we have.
So first we have Nike.
Yeah, we have the Nike, and we have the
Adidas.
Yeah.
New Balance, Asics, Puma, Skechers, Fila, Burberry, VF Corporation, and
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
Yeah, I like this one, but I don't have any of this.
Yeah.
But it looks very comfortable and sporty. I like those kind of shoes that are sporty.
Right.
Like you can wear them anywhere.
Yes, that is really good, and almost all people like it.
And I think it's very common nowadays.
Yes, right.
Like you can pair them even if you're wearing dress.
Yeah, dress, skirts,
or any formal.
Pants. Yeah.
So it depends on how you carry those kind of shoes for even fashion.
And how about?
Okay, so Teacher Mike, what's the number one shoe brand in the Philippines?
Here in the Philippines, I think a lot of Filipino people will agree with me if I say that it's Nike. Nowadays, it is very, very, very common. Like a lot of people, like it is part of their collection already, and they are addicted to buy it because of its, there's like the comfort of the shoe is comfortable to wear, and you can pair it as what you said earlier. You can pair it with any type of outfit. So yeah, in Philippines it is the most famous one.
But even if it's just not expensive, it's expensive, but it's worth. I think it's worth its price.
Yes, really here in Philippines it is quite expensive. That's why sometimes those people who are well off. So of course, if you are rich, you don't need to think about the price. Just I want that. I'll get that.
You don't
Something
need
like that.
check or ask for the price. You just have to buy it.
But for normal citizen here, of course, not all can afford it.
Yeah.
Because it's expensive.
Okay, so Teacher Micah, I wonder if when you pass, for example, a shoe shop window, do you usually stop to look at the shoes?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, I would. Because I think, as what I've said earlier, I am really, like, nowadays, I'm addicted to shoes. So, there's a funny story behind that. Like, I was walking in the mall, and then I just passed through that shop. And then when I went there, I think you and I were together at that time.
Maybe.
Yeah. When I bought the white shoes.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just regretted it.
It's not planned.
Yeah.
Because you saw the shoes and
Yeah.
they just.
Yes, that's why sometimes I only I put everything. Like, if I will go somewhere, if I will go to the mall, I will not bring money, like a lot of money. I should bring
expenses.
Yes. How about you?
No, because I'm not fond of buying things, so I don't. Okay, so what footwear do you wear? Like for example, on the beach.
Oh, footwear. Sometimes there's some diving shoes. Like, it's kind of like rubber.
Yeah, the rubber shoes.
The rubber shoes.
Yeah, you can wear that, but mostly we just slipper go to beach. Like sometimes barefoot or slipper.
Right.
And of course, when we go to the mountain, in my case, I usually use some kind of sporty shoes.
Yes.
Like the big one, like the one, like for example, the Balenciaga design. So it's good for hiking.
Yes. Right.
And what about shopping malls? What do you use? What kind of shoes do you wear when you go to shopping malls? Sneakers. Yeah.
Sneakers. Yeah. I usually wear.
Yeah, I think sneakers nowadays are for anytime you can wear it. It's very comfortable and it's easy to pair with your clothing.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think color white is really good.
Yeah.
White or black is good.
White. And what about for the formal parties? I think we wear high heels, right?
Yes. Stiletto.
Yeah. And for school and offices, I think the formal shoes.
Yeah, formal shoes like black shoes. Sometimes some schools require students to wear, like 2-inch heels, just like our school.
Yeah. In university.
Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to wear flats.
If it's raining, maybe we're allowed, but if it's not, then we have to, right?
Yeah.
Remember. Right. Okay, so Teacher Micah, what color of shoes do you prefer to wear most of the time?
Oh, most of the time I think it's white. White or black.
One.
Only that one. White or black, because I think it is easier to pair with any kind of clothes.
Like when you're wearing short and t-shirt, you can pair with white sneakers.
Yes, right. I think it is really good and it looks so unique.
Yeah.
And I think wearing white is really it represents you as a clean person. Just for me,
it looks simple, but of course it's elegant.
Yeah. And black also.
Yeah, black.
It is really good
in any kind or any color.
And the most convenient about wearing black shoes is that since the color is already dark, so if there's, even though you will go a lot of dust there, it's
easy to clean.
Yeah.
This is the most important.
Yeah.
It's easy to clean and you can wear it if it's raining.
Yeah.
Or even if it has storm, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's already black.
Yes, unlike wearing white.
Yeah.
White is really good, but sometimes it's annoying to clean it every time because it is really visible. Like one mark of dark spots, so it is really visible. So that is what I'm annoyed sometimes. How about what does someone's shoes tell us about that person?
Of course, there are some people who would say that the way you dress yourself would always represent your personality. I agree, but maybe not all the time. But I think most. Like if you are a simple person, of course you would wear simple shoes. But if you are sophisticated like that, then you also wear sophisticated shoes, right?
Right.
But of course, somehow it represents your personality, I think.
Yes.
Do you also feel like when every time we encounter or we met, let's say for example, a woman wearing high heel shoes and with a sound, with the sound, we feel like intimidated sometimes. Right. We feel like they are powerful, or we always think, oh, maybe this is the boss.
Right. They have that kind of aura.
Yeah, their aura every time they wear high heels.
Yes. But it doesn't that when you wear sneakers or shoes, you're less superior than others.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about comfortable.
Yeah, and the way you
carry yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes even though you just wear flats, if you think highly of yourself, no one will gonna ruin your mood or you ruin your aura. Just like that.
Of course. Okay, so we don't have much time right now to try, so maybe we will just end our podcast here. So if you have questions, so feel free to comment down, or you can also suggest some topics that you would want us to talk about next time in our next video. And if you find this channel helpful, of course,
so don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be updated to our videos.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all, guys. Keep safe.
Yeah. Have a good day, everyone, and let's just see each other again. Bye.